Lautaro Martinez, the man who has been criticized for his performances for Argentina and was not picked over the likes of Julian Alvarez in the World Cup. His national team story is a different one. But today I'm going to be talking about his chances of winning the most prestigious award in football, the Ballon Do'r. Well, to be honest, this season of Lautaro Martinez wasn't that much incredible like the last season, and I would be honest that he has become a regular nominee for the Ballon d'Or. 25 goals and 4 assists in 56 matches is not at all bad, but considering that only 12 goals in the Serie A, that's bad for a striker of Lautaro's capacity. I know that he was forced to play with another one, but that's not any kind of excuse. You are a striker. Your job is to finish goals, and if you're out here collecting 16 offsides in the league, what would the fans expect? Last season, he scored 35 goals, 10 more than this season. So this just shows that there has been a dip of form in Lautaro Martinez. In the Serie A, he had 0.42 goals per 90 only. 12 goals doesn't mean that he was injured the whole season, but it means that he wasn't able to score goals as much as the likes of Romelu Lukaku or Retegui were. I would just say that Inter should just sign another striker in Retegui. He's an amazing player. 11.18 xG of the whole season. Damn, this is bad. 215 minutes per goal. These are the kind of stats we show for a midfielder or a defender. 29 out of 64 shots on target. Again, bad. 369 out of 483 passes with an accuracy of 76.4, and he completed 15 out of his attempted 34 dribbles. As I've mentioned earlier, 16 offsides, 109 ground duels won, and 30 aerial duels won. Well, the factor about the 109 ground duels won just show that the tactical system under Simeone Inzaghi was also one of the reasons why Lautaro Martinez couldn't perform to his full potential. We all know that Simeone Inzaghi is the kind of manager who would want to play a very defensive style of football, and I think that was the reason why Inter weren't able to win that many trophies. They were consistent, but in the end they flopped because the teams finally recognized their strategy and were able to overcome them. And the biggest example of this is obviously the Champions League final against PSG. They got absolutely destroyed because their defensive tactics got exposed by PSG. 5 goals in that match alone just shows how much good of a homework PSG had done against Inter. In the Serie A, they finished second. In the Champions League, they finished second. In the Coppa Italiana, where did they also they were out early, I think, and in the Super Cup they lost the final. So what is your excuse, Inter? All right, you've got a new manager, but still the team is almost the same. Inter has to perform, and for them to perform, Lautaro Martinez should be given the freedom to play in a way that brings out his best form. Now let's talk about Lautaro Martinez's key performances throughout the season. Well, shockingly, in the Serie A, he didn't have a single hat-trick. The best he could get was his 2 goals against Udinese in the Serie A. Another one of a good performance was his hat-trick against Monaco in the UCL. Well, he was able to score 9 goals in his entire UCL campaign, not bad. But considering that most of them were in the group stage, I don't know. And he also helped Inter get the better of Bayern Munich in the Champions League by scoring 2 goals against them on both legs, which proved to be very, very crucial in Inter advancing. But on the big occasions, like the Champions League semi-final and the final, obviously in the final nobody stood up, but in the semi-final we expected Lautaro Martinez to be scoring goals, but he failed to do so, and then just Marcus Thuram to step up. That's a thing for another day, but still, that's bad from him. He should be stepping up in the big moments. In total, I'd say that he does not have any chance at the Ballon d'Or. He just got nominated because he was the better player amongst Inter players, except Denzel Dumfries, of course. But yeah, he might just finish in the last 10, 20 till 30. That is my prediction, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And until then, adios, and also share your opinion with me in the comments. I love to read your comments.